what are you listening, Abby?
I know it's the March of Dadaocheng by Zheng Yixian.
Well, it seems that Dadaocheng was very crowded in that era.
Don't you know it is still a worthy place to go right now? Let's go there and have some fun, shall we?
Great, let's go! In 1998, Gong Temple was rebuilt and became a 5-story building, which is the highest temple in Dadaocheng. It is famous for the elevators, which are set up for the elders and inconvenient people. The most special feature of the temple is the first floor on the temple is a roadway. Cars and people can pass from below. The car was used to consecrate by the local tea merchant, and finally became a common faith in Dadaocheng.
Next, we are going to Marty House. Before we introduce Marty House, let's go back to February 27, 1947, when the story starts. A woman called Lin Jiangmai sold illicit cigarettes at Marty House, was detected by the police and attacked with rifle butts. The crowd chased after the police truck to fight for her, but suddenly, the police mistakenly shot the people, and the public's long-felt anger finally broke out. On the next day, February 28, a group of people went to Monopoly Bureau and burned the products, while other people went to Chief Executive Office to fight for their right. They didn't meet Chen Yi, the Chief Executive. Instead, they faced the merciless Gongs. But this is just the beginning of the 228 incident. Marty House, which founded by Zhang Tianma, were used to be the place where intellectuals hang out in, and now it becomes a historical, significant place for Taipei. It was reopened by the local elderly and converted to a place where photographs and historical materials were set up.
Hu's painting, Festival on South Street, illustrates a historical scene in Taipei that arouses a sense of nostalgia among older generations. Yongle Textile Market is the biggest fabric market in Taiwan. Here, you can see different colors and patterns of textile, which are made in Taiwan or from abroad. It can always meet the needs of different consumers. They provide all means of things, such as accessories, lace, and embroideries. The various choices attract many fashion designers and art performers to come here to hunt for treasures.
Shanghai City God Temple is polytheistic belief in Taoism and Taiwanese folk belief. Among all the gods, it is most famous for city god and the god of marriage. Shanghai City God gets the greatest credit for guarding and helping the prosperity of Dadaocheng. And the god of marriage is also known as the Cupid in China. A lot of people visit here for their marriage. They believe that it is really efficacious. What's more, the god of marriage likes to eat something sweet. So don't forget to bring some red dates and goji fruit when you go to Shanghai City God Temple.
When it comes to New Year, other than getting red envelopes from each other, something you must not miss is the purchase before Chinese New Year. Tihua Street is a well-known New Year street. The Mullet Roll is one of the most popular gifts for tourists. The right amount of supplement is good for cardiovascular. Goji is one of the products that have been popular in foreign countries in recent years. The reason why goji is so popular because it has many benefits. Not only to lose weight, but also to suppress cancer and delay aging. It is also good for the eyes. There are also many traditional Chinese medicines and tea shops. Recently, there are more and more creative small shops which have injected many new vitality into Tihua Street.
Girl, perfectly hurt, broken hurt, soft and asleep in the morning gray. Shake off the night and don't hide your face. The sun lights the world with a single flame. I want you to see this. I want you to see this.
Dadaocheng has been passed through the 7th generation. It mainly sells bamboo and wooden household items. Originally, there were only blue, green, and red 3-color Taiwanese bags, but you can find them in different colors, sizes, and materials here. Of course, they have become a souvenir that tourists must buy.
Starbucks is located in every corner of the world. We live in Taipei, and it is common to see Starbucks everywhere along the road. But when we saw Bao'an store in the Golden Age, we were immediately amazed by its gorgeous Baroque style. The original building belonged to the wealthy businessman Keqing, who used to own the pineapple canning factory in the early Taiwan. After he passed away, the building was transformed into a hotel and a hospital. In 1997, some builders wanted to tear it down into a commercial building. After the negotiation and blockage of the local government, it became the first case to combine modern design and historical buildings in Taiwan.
I need you to see this.
207 Museum was originally a Chinese herbal pharmacy. So there is a grain store floor on the ground which has traditional Taiwanese characteristics. The museum has a variety of exhibitions on the early life of Taiwan, the manufacture of grain store, the historical development of Dadaocheng, and even a self-serve cafe next to a fortune-telling machine. On the top floor is a scenic spot where you can see the red tile roof of an entire street. And there is another lively New Year's Eve furnace map. It's a great spot for taking pictures.
Black and white photos compare the innocent girls with the elderly women. The same smiling face is separated by the cracks of time. Looking back at historical ones is not about suing or exposing crimes, but about surpassing them. This space carries stories about the granny. They stand in front of the world in their own faces, hoping that the future world will not repeat the same mistakes. The "ma" of the coffee shop name is actually grandma, referring to the early Taiwan, those who were first to become comfort women grandma, transliteration.
Last but not least, you cannot miss the Dadaocheng Pier. Get a cold drink currently stand and share this moment with your loved ones. I am sure you'll never forget this amazing experience here in Dadaocheng. See you then!